Well, good morning everybody. Sorry this one is late. Sometimes life sets challenges for us. And one of my things at the moment is I haven't yet got my head around pre-recording these. So I had some things that I had to do. And as you can see, I'm wearing a scarf. I actually have just pulled a few muscles in my neck, which is much better today. I can move today. Yesterday was absolute agony, so I was working on it. I did all my usual exercises that I choose to do, which is Tai Chi weight training, but I did skip the walk because it was just too painful to walk far. So what was my topic this Thursday? This Thursday I spoke about mind mapping. Why did I talk about mind mapping? Mind mapping is a very useful tool. You can use it to heighten your goals, to achieve things that you would like to achieve. What do I mean by that? You could possibly want to write a book. You could want to start your own business. Let's take a closer look at this, at the thoughts that sometimes come up when we do this. Sometimes our mind gets fixed in thinking that, well, I've never done this before, so I possibly can't do it. You don't know what you can do till you try. And also, excuse me, I'm going to move that light. I've got to work out from here where it's best to be at. You can also have to take time to do something. It doesn't change in an instant. Nothing does. I didn't get over the fraud in 5 minutes. I've just been listening to Pete Cohen talking to Michael Jordan about when he pulled his tendon in the Olympics, which meant that he didn't win a medal, but he still kept going. And one of the last things that Pete actually asked him was, what kept you going? And one of the things that actually came up from that was that when he went into business, he lost everything. But he wasn't going to let that stop him. He was going to keep going. He was going to do what he wanted to do, which was help others, which is what I'm here to do. But one simple way we can use to change things is by having something like this mind map. Why? Because when we get those negative thoughts, if you've got a mind map handy, you can see what those negative thoughts are you're thinking. And you can see the opposites that you've written down to it. So that is a very simple way to change. You can also use mind mapping to plan things you want to do, to plan your day, to plan your month, to plan your year. It can be used for all sorts of things. There are many uses for it. You could also draw your own. You can get free ones on the internet, or if you want more in depth with drawings, you can buy it. But it is another source that you can keep yourself on track, because sometimes a list of words is like reading a book. If I ask you to read a book, you're not going to remember every word you read. You will remember the story, but not every word. But if you're learning something, if you want to teach somebody how to do something, or you want to remember how something goes, the way we remember things is drawings. I put up the full review from the first part that I took in the blog from Monday. And one of the things she actually said was, and I assume it's a she because I don't actually know, was that she didn't understand why there was pictures in the book. It wasn't necessary. It is very necessary. If you feel that ill, that depressed, you cannot read more than a couple of lines. And I know I've done that. I have also medically researched this with people who have just had major surgery. And it takes your body a long time to adjust to this. So an easy way of remembering what was written in that book was to put drawings in there with it. So you could look at the first few words and think, what did she say? But the picture would remind you what I'd said. So this is where mind mapping can be very useful to us. So I hope you find this useful. Lots of love to you all. Have an absolutely great weekend. And I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.